everyone, thank you for coming to my channel. I am going to batch record these. I just finished month 6, but this is month 4's video. I have notes I'm gonna run through unedited. My computer is broke and I can't edit these, so please bear with me. For month 4, I focused strictly on the blessings of the energy centers 3 and 4. I rotated between them. I had some interesting experiences where I got a meditation chair, so my back was supported, but my head wasn't. Finding a comfortable position for me to meditate in has been a challenge. And I do like the chair. I like the feeling of my head kind of like moving with the energy. It reminds me a lot of like bamboo in the wind for you Qigong people. And the first day I used it, I had like this intense energy go through my jaw and vibrating, and then I felt a really good release. And ever since then, my clenching from the stress from the 1.5 years of my digestive issues has lessened. I mean, it was so bad where I have scalp tongue because I'm pressing my tongue against my teeth, and I'm on month 6 now, and it's still there, but it's definitely not as bad. It has eased up so much. So it is getting better. I mean, it's not like an instant, but hey, I'll take it, you know. And I also had another weird experience where I drank a little bit too much, and I did the blessings of the Energy Centers 3, and it was a wild ride. I could feel the energy churning and moving in each center. Each center came with a whole host of just really uncomfortable feelings. Fear came up a lot. I had stabbing pains in my eyes. I almost didn't make it through the meditation, but I kept going, and I'm glad I did, because by the end I did feel so much better. I wasn't 100% that day, but I was better than when I started. So definitely was glad that I did that. And I think when you're sick or not feeling well, that's a really good time to do these blessings, because you're getting that energy to move, which may be stagnant because maybe you're not moving your body as much. You know, your energy is low, and this will really create the energy and get it to move for you. Let's see, I have some notes here because I won't remember everything if I don't write it down. Okay, so I'm doing these meditations every day, right? Blessings, focus on the blessings. I started to feel really weird in my body, like disconnected. Like I'd be walking on the ground, but I'd feel like I was just kind of moving, you know, not really grounded, I guess. And I'd feel slightly dizzy, and I really didn't like that feeling. So I did reach out to my Qigong master and ask him, you know, what to do about this, if he had any thoughts, because I really wasn't sure. And while I was waiting for all this to happen, I was still doing the blessings of the energy center meditation. And for 2 nights in a row, I had some really, I don't even know how to describe it or call it. It wasn't no pain, but I'd be sitting there, and it was the same exact time each night. I'd have like what felt like electricity, like electric bolt, like rip through like my side and like out the other side of my body. And you know, I didn't really say anything. I was sitting next to my husband the first night. I didn't say anything to him about it because I didn't want to overthink it and make it scary for me, like, oh no, what's wrong? So I just kind of ignored it. And then it happened again, and then I kind of brought it up to him, and I didn't really know what to think about it. So that really freaked me out, and I felt like maybe I was summoning too much energy doing these meditations, or maybe some sort of energetic energy was trying to communicate with me. I don't know, but it really freaked me out. And so I decided to go to different meditations, and I stopped the breath. And let's see where we're at here. Yeah, I was doing the formula meditations and the morning meditation, which I love the morning meditation. It took me about a week to feel normal again. I didn't have any more of these electrical zaps, and I started to feel grounded again. My Qigong master got back to me and he said basically that, my yin and yang was out of balance. So after meditating, go walk outside in the bare feet, do that a few times a day. He also gave me some exercises I could do to ground myself. So then this spun me off into the rabbit hole of actually grounding and the research behind that. And so I ended up getting a grounding mat and using that while I meditated. And I'll tell you what I learned from all the research in grounding is that will put your brain into alpha waves quicker. And so now when I'm meditating, I get into that state very quickly. But I can, if I do a long one, which I've experimented with, I will still feel like I'm too elevated, like I'm too ethereal, I'm too outside of my body, and I want to be in the body, and I want to be grounded to the earth. I don't want to be floating around just yet. So, let's see. I was working on abundance and with the creating and the formula, the last meditation, and it seemed to be paying off because people kept giving me things that I needed. I was getting really great deals on random things I would need. It just pop up in the store. Oh, one left and it's 75% off. Like, okay, nice. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. I will say this was my best month of meditation so far, and continued since I'm done with month 5 and 6. Definitely the best month. I felt so happy all the time. Some of the other positive changes in my body I noticed is I didn't have any more night sweats. My PMS symptoms diminished radically. They used to be so bad it was hard for me to eat. The week or two before, like anxiety, bloating, just pretty miserable. My husband and I are always laughing together, which is fantastic because I feel like I didn't even know how to laugh anymore ever since the war 20 years ago. It changed me so much, and I was so young when I went over there. I turned 21 over there, and I just became this really serious person, except for when I was drinking. And it just feels good to just be not serious and laugh and enjoy life and laugh at the stupid. And, I'm very thankful for that. I did go back to doing the blessings one time a week, just kind of like, I was like, okay, I'm upgrading. I'm keeping my energy centers in alignment, and didn't do the breath, and no issues. I stuck with the mind movies. I did the one for health and wellness, the free one. I haven't purchased the program, and I didn't have any binge eating issues this month, which has been an issue for me since high school. So that was really great. I'll give you some tips. I'd say keep going, experiment with different meditations. You might get tired of some of them, or maybe you're having some experiences like I am where you're summoning too much energy and you don't know what to do with it. You can get off balance. You can have too much, yang energy, which I think is what was happening to me, that like disconnect, that like really just intense kind of energy, where I needed to be more balanced, more calm, more grounded. So just find what works for you. You may need to take a break. I listen to every subscription video that Joe Dispenza offers through his website. And there are many people that ask questions that had similar issues with nausea or feeling disconnect, just feeling like kind of miserable in their bodies after these meditations. And the one lady, I mean, I think she said for months she was dealing with this, and she kept going, and he suggested to, tone it back, like, maybe do those meditations every other day. Kind of sit in that energy after you're done, for 15 minutes and just let it settle. That's when I take the time to do the mind movies, and I'll sit and I'll look in the mirror and I'll look into my eyes and I'll repeat that. I still do my YouTube videos in the shower. I don't do them throughout the day anymore. Like, it used to just be constantly on my phone. Like, if I'm driving here, I'm listening to a Joe video. If I'm doing this, if I'm cooking, I'm listening to a Joe video. Like, I was just pounding the information in my head. But I feel like I really got it by this point. So I didn't need to do that as much. And I was able to keep my emotions elevated this month. And that attributed me to having such a great month, because my emotions were so elevated. Like, I was just waking up excited and happy and like dancing and singing, and it was pretty great. Throughout the day, I'd remind myself of how lucky I am and how grateful I am to be here and be in my body, and to have, access to this information that can change my life, can change my day, can change my moment. I'll just say, it's not about the destination. You got to enjoy the journey. If we just get to the destination with no journey, I mean, what fun is that? What are we learning? What are we experiencing? So just really embrace where you're at. You may not be where you want to be. And I don't think you ever will be, because the more I'm doing this work and the better I'm feeling, I'm realizing my baseline of my elevated emotions is, starting to feel less and less, especially in these later months, to where, if I would have felt as good as I feel now a year ago, I mean, that would have been like ecstasy, where now it's just kind of like the norm. So I feel like I'm always having to push for more, like, find more things to appreciate, find more better feeling thoughts and emotions. And it is work to maintain this. I consider tracking your progress, because, this is work, and I think it'll keep you motivated. I know it's keeping me motivated, and I like write down little things here and there throughout the month, and then look back on it, do these videos. I'm like, wow, I have been through a lot, and I've overcame a lot, and it gives me the motivation to keep going. Just commit to upgrading yourself, and it's gonna pay off. And my prayer for you is that, through doing the work, that you'll have a happy, joyful life, and you'll be able to regulate your emotions when you need to, and conjure those elevated emotions, so that your heart's open and you impact everyone that you're around. And I'm gonna wrap this up for month 4. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, just let me know how your journey is going, and I wish you the best of luck.